We're gonna chill and, well, that depends, really. That depends. Is this chill? No. The wolf of the Derevnya. I don't know. Let's see. Nightfall games. Night night. Settings. Allow text skipping? Yes? Screen flicker? No. What does that mean? Text. Oh! Let's not. Let's turn it off. The text makes sound. I don't need that. Pause between paragraphs. Yes. I'm only allowing text skipping just in case we come across something we already come across, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. I'm just turning it on. We don't have to use it at all. Okay. Chapter 1. In from the cold. Alright. This is gonna be a lot of reading for me. Movement in the corner of your eye. A flash of grizzled gray half concealed by the thorny underbrush. You look up from the path. Nothing. It might have been the wind. Might have been a startled pheasant. But you've learned to trust your instincts, and the prickling at the back of your neck says wolf. Oh. Hey, PJU! Hello! Follow the beast. You guys can help me decide. Because I please play this with me. Alright, remote descent. Follow the beast into the woods. Examine the path. Head down the path to the west. Head down the path to the east. I would like to examine before we do anything. Follow the beast? I agree. But what about we examine the path first? I'm gonna get something more to drink. Should we be a little bit smart about this? A little bit careful? Instead of it's 50-50 now between me and Mrs. V. Let's not die at the start of the game. How about we do both? Maybe we can do both? Maybe we can examine and follow. Because I agree, I will definitely want to follow it. Let's see. Examine the path. Wheel ruts, shallow but still distinguishable. A half-rotten plank fallen from some wagon long ago. A lost glove. Traces of humanity. How strange that you lived among these things. I think the music needs to be a little bit lower. Can I not do this? No. Follow the beast through the woods! No. Your hand on the hilt of your sword, you slip into the bushes. Your bast shoes noiseless on the moss. You reach the clearing when you spotted movement. Nothing. Not so much as a squirrel. Can I not? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Examine the clearing, return to the path. What is a bast shoe? What is a bast shoe? No, not a bast show. Shoe. Oh! Oh, it's woven shoes. That's cool. Look. It's those. Oh. Yeah, I know those. I've never tried those, but could be comfortable. Nice. Examine the clearing. You kneel and look over the leaf litter with the eye of long experience. Not a footprint, not a tuft of fur. But wait. Here on this elder sapling, some snapped twigs. Something has been that way. Follow the trail! You creep through the forest, alert for any hint of a beast on the prowl. Perhaps this is why you don't see the patch of leaves artfully placed on the ground. Perhaps you simply aren't accustomed to looking for the work of human hands. You jump back as the trap springs. It doesn't catch your foot, but its jaws snap onto the side of your calf, biting deep through the skins you wear. Pain strangles your vision with spots of light. You stagger to one knee and grab your leg. Your hands immediately slick with blood. Dang it. Examine the wound. You gingerly pull away the torn edges of your clothes. The trap has sliced through muscle and tendon. You glimpse a hint of white beneath another gush of blood. Ooh. Bandage the wound. You root through your rucksack for some old strips of cloth, the long-faded lost remnants of your bogateer's tunic. You wrap them nearly tourniquet tight around your leg and press down with both hands, biting your lip. The cloth is instantly saturated, and the bleeding shows no sign of slowing. There's nothing for it. You're going to need real medical attention. People! Head to the village for help. You're not sure how you wish to re-enter society, but it wasn't like this. Staggering against the trees for support, a trail of bloody footprints marking your path. The village looms ahead. The church is... Onion? Oh, that makes sense then. The church's onion dome rising above the Isba's carved ridgepoles. You can hear low voices. See a couple of people in the village square drawing water from the well. They haven't caught sight of you yet. When people look at you, they usually assume you are... a woman? At least, that's what they saw once, when you were a proper bogateer. How they will react to this grizzled creature dressed in skins, well, you soon find out. You gear yourself up for the looks, the questions. Stride in boldly? I can certainly try, but creeping also doesn't say... I will stride in boldly. I need help. I'm not even waiting for your response. I'm just reading this story. I'm sorry, chat. It's difficult to look confident when you're staggering to keep... Told you! It's difficult to look confident when you're staggering to keep weight off your lacerated leg, drawing closer to swooning with every step. But you do your best. You'll not show weakness before these people. Chin up. Meet their eyes. You try to remember the labyrinth of rules that people use among themselves. You feel as out of place among these villagers as you would between the Nayas and oldest retinue. The people by the well pause. The woman setting down her bucket, you feel their gaze traversing your layers of furs, your long, tangled hair. Silence settles over the village. Faces appear in doorways. No one speaks. Challenge them! Ask for help would be... I could be nice and say hello. Challenging them would probably not give me the help I'm looking for. Greet them? Hi, hello. Ow. God be with you, you say, your voice hoarse with long disuse. The man by the well smirks and looks over. He certainly hasn't been with you. Wow. I didn't need your sass today. Look at my leg, sir. Rhoda, says the woman. She's more of a girl, really. Tasted this one on the wind, I did, like rockfall. She nods at your bloody leg. Your flesh bit. You need help? Yes. Yes. Yes, you ask? Does this village have a doctor? No doctor here, says the man. But the young woman, she's more of a girl really, adds that Mila speaks the plant talk, tastes the death heat on you, has it out like that. Come on, Broda, be a pillar. The man's nose wrinkles as though your smell offends him, which it probably does. He slinks your arm over his shoulder. The two of them help you to a building with red gables and a lantern hanging over the door. Womb-like warmth and dimness swallows you. Bundles of herbs hang from the roof beams, and a masonry stove dominates the wall. The air is close with lingering smell of bodies. A woman in an apron is bent over the stove. Honestly, Bronislav, it's not even noon, she says before it turns and sees you. She's middle-aged, with a kind but careworn face, dark blonde hair slipping from under a cap. Oh! The man and young woman help you onto a rough-hewn wooden bench. Your vision swims through hazy darkness as all of your weakness catches up to you at once. The woman in the apron sizes up the situation at a glance. She shoos the other two out of the inn. Well, go on. You'll only be in the way. She peels away the dirty furs and bandages crusted to your leg with dried blood and clicks her tongue at the sight of the ragged wound. What happened? A trap. Stupid of me. I should have seen it. The woman sighs and shakes her head. That's Bronislav. I'm always telling him that he sets these traps too close to the village. You're lucky it isn't worse. No broken bones, at least, but it'll need stitches. She goes to fetch a needle and thread. She says, I'm Mila, by the way. Do you have a name? What name do you give? Can it be Sasha? I like Sasha. Also, it could be for a man or a woman, which I also like. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. I'm nobody. I don't exist. I also like Dragomir. Sasha. Well, Sasha, I imagine this will be nothing compared to the things you've been through, but some liquid fortitude still won't go amiss. She pours a wooden cup of meduvka. Okay, now I need to know what that is. Hold on. It's sweet and cloying on your tongue, the taste of the eve of battle. Sasha sounds non-threatening. That would also... Yes, that's also why I like it. Hold on, what is that? We're learning. Is it like mead? It's mead, isn't it? Medovka. Oh, Medovka. Beverage, yes. Whoa, it still exists? A Slavic honey-based alcoholic beverage. Mead vodka? Most likely, yes. Is Medovka, I probably pronounced that wrong, alcoholic? Yes. Oh, that's great. Romanian? Hey, can somebody get Scarlet on? We need her help. But apparently you can still order, this somewhere. It still exists. Interesting. Anyway, focus. Groggy and half-conscious from lost blood, you hardly feel as Mila stitches you up and wraps your leg with poultices. When she's finished, she helps you on the top of the stove, which is covered in rugs and warm as a horse's flank. You vaguely feel her unbuckling something from your side. Your sword. Let her take it. She takes your sword. For the first time in years, you are defenseless. You curl up in the pile of rugs and fall asleep, as weak as a child. You awaken to the rich aroma of stewing meat. Mila is at the table below, mincing herbs and humming to herself. Mila looks up. You must be famished. It'll take you a few days to recover your strength. I can't pay you? I think I'm just gonna be kind. I think I'm just gonna be kind. And accepting. Kind and accepting. I don't want to be aggressive. I can't pay you. I have nothing. Well, you saw. She laughs shortly. And I spend it on what? A pilgrimage to Novgorod to buy gilded coins or icons? She waves at her surroundings. All of us have nothing. Save Lord Godemir, of course. Oh, really? Mrs. V. Nice. Okay. You help me. Why? Oh, why help an injured traveler in desperate need of assistance? What a world are we in that you need to ask such a question? She pauses with a knife in her hands, looking at nothing. Do you know there was a time when man would help this fellow man merely because it was Christian? It was the Christian thing to do. Those were the days. You lapse into quiet reminiscence. Climb down from the stove. Mila is ladling the stew into wooden bowls. A shaggy grey tabby sits in front of the stove. Pet the cat! This is the only answer. Pet the cat! You stroke the cat's back. He twitches his tail. His name is Com, says Mila. He's utterly useless. Lump? What else would you call him? Pet Com? Yes, Pet Com. You tickle Com's chin. He sneezes. Pet Com. You scratch Com's ears. He ignores you. Pet Com. This is the game now. Pet him. You scratch Com's ears. He blinks at you. If you're making any headway at befriending him, you're not sensing it. Pet him. You tickle Com's chin. He yawns. This is the game now. Don't keep giving me this option. You stroke Com's back. He flicks his ear. Are you kidding me? You cannot keep giving me this option. There has to be an achievement for this. Please. All right. Accept bowl stew. Take a seat at the table and accept the bowl she offers you. The broth is thick and brown, and steam rises from it. It scalds your tongue, but still you drink it like a starving animal, ignoring the spoon. Salt and herbs. You can't remember the last time someone cooked for you. Mila sits opposite of you. You now realize she isn't as old as you thought. Not nearly. Looking past her work-roughened hands, she can't be more than 30. Those eyes, though. There's something in those distant eyes, like she's seen empires rise and fall. So, where are you from? Asks Mila. Oh, I could be vague. I don't know where Novgorod is and if that is an acceptable place to be from. And I don't want to say none of your business because that feels kind of rude. So, north? North. That's not very descriptive. No, it's not. You lapse into silence. She says, You've been out here on your own all this time? Have I? Chat, have I been alone all this time? Or... 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Yes, all alone. No, I had a companion. I am now, but it wasn't always. But I wasn't always. 1, 2, or 3. I don't want to be old dramatic. I just want to say yes all alone. I don't want to go in and it's just, yes, all alone. It's not the truth. At least not. Oh my god. It's not the truth. I hate lying. At least not the whole truth. But the real story is something you cannot yet face, even in your own mind. Mila rests her cheek on one hand. How could you survive for so long by yourself? Now she's just getting nosy. Say nothing. You lock eyes with her and drink your stew in silence. Pointed silence. Mila gives you a patient smile. After a minute or so, it sinks in that you're being ridiculous, but you're damned if you'll break the silence first. Mila says, the fire in the stove is out. I could draw you a bath. Oh, that would be lovely, actually. I do really like a bath. That would be lovely, actually. Mila hauls a cast iron tub out from the corner, places it inside the stove, and fills it with water. She hangs a blanket over the stove's mouth for privacy. You slip inside. It's hazy with steam and easily roomy enough for a grown woman. It takes time to strip your clothes off, layer upon layer of skins and furs, basted together or tied with thongs, all plastered together with old mud and sweat. Ugh. You slip into the tub with a sigh. The warm water is soon cloudy and brown. Parasites float on the surface, wriggling in their death throes. You attempt to rake some of the worst snarls out of your hair with your fingers, but it's no use. That probably needs to be cut out. You scrub yourself, trying to get the black grime out of under your nails and in the creases of your palms, but even when your skin is clean, you can't shake the feeling that something is still clinging to you, like a shadow. When you emerge, Mila isn't there. She laid out a fresh shirt, sarafan, and headscarf. There's even a pair of newly woven bast shoes. Put on the fresh clothes. The sarafan is berry red, with patterns of leaves embroidered around the sleeves and the lower hem. There are faint stains under the arms of the shirt. It might belong to Mila. You wonder whether she made it herself or whether it was a gift whose hands spent all those hours embroidering leaves. Mila re-enters the inn a few hours later. A basket of marsh peppers in her arm. You're looking significantly more human. How are you feeling? Better. Your color is back anyway. She presses her hand to your forehead. And no sign of fever. You're a one lucky woman. You finger the hem of the saravan skirt. A tear has been mended, cunningly concealed with a bird in orange embroidery thread. Did you do this? You ask. It's so elaborate. Mila chuckles. Oh, that's just a little private joke. Everything is improved by adding a firebird. I figured if you need to repair something, you may as well make it look nicer than it did before. I feel like I want to be quiet. I have no questions about this. Lapse into silence. The silence isn't tense this time. It reminds you of those quiet moments with another companion, long ago. You say, I'm feeling stronger. I think I might get out and stretch my legs a little. If you walk with the staff, you ought to be all right around a little place like Derevnya, says Mila. Just don't try anything silly unless you want to swoon again. I'll be careful. She claps you on the shoulder. Good. Being injured must be a blow to your ego. You are outfitted with a sturdy oak staff, smooth, polished patches worn into it by other hands. Your sword rests by the door like a sleeping guard dog. Take it. You buckle on the scabbard belt, cracked and stiffened with age to the shape of your body. The sword's weight is reassuring on your hip. You step blinking into a mild September mid-afternoon. You must have slept half the day away. The village square, such as it is only a patch of well-trodden mud in the center of the clusters of isbas. A small church stands before you. Its roots, vaults, and lofty onion dome all built of the same weathered mossy wood. Across from it stands the inn. The staring has stopped, at least, although you catch a few curious glances when the villagers think you're not looking. The man called Broda is splitting logs beside the well. Alright, where to go? Honestly, I don't want to talk to Broda. Not really. I just came out of the inn. I don't really want to go to the church. I can head east to the village entrance, or west to the end of town. Or still go to the church. What do you think? What do we want? Where do we want to go? Maybe west? West sounds good. Head west to the end of town. Here in the hollow at the end of the village, the ground grows wet and spongy, and the isbas are green with mildew. The rugged foothills crowd close upon the village to the south, while the manor stands at the top of the hill to the north. A burly, disheveled trapper sits slouched on a stump. A trapper? Oh, I gotta talk to him. Anyway. A burly, disheveled trapper sits slouched on a stump in front of one of the isbas repairing a snare. Oh, did we change the game category, by the way? I just remembered. Did we? Ruh-roh. Oh, we did. Thank you. Talk to the trapper. The trapper is short and heavy-set with a russet red beard and thick eyebrows. He wears a fur hat and rabbit fur trims his kaftan and boots. He takes a pull from a jug or bedavuka. Wait, how do I say this? Because it's not how I say. I need to know. How does one say this? Thank you, internet. Oh, I can't do it like this? Fine. Translate, please. What?
Недовуха. Недовуха. Недовуха.
Medavoucha? Okay.
Mead.
Got it. I'm just gonna call it mead. I don't want to offend anyone. Look, I'm real sorry about your leg, he says. I can pay you for your suffering. A Martin pelt. 2 Martin pelts? I don't want to be paid. Not by a pelt. It was an accident. You don't owe me anything. I'm mad at you, though, but you're not going to pay me off with a pelt. Please. No. It's a half-assed apology, I feel. Also, 2 pelts and be glad it's not more. Oh, wait, that's what I'm gonna say. Oh, God, no. I want to say that. Because I'm pissed. I'm mad. I mean, I would like something, but not a pelt. I feel that is just not... I don't know. I don't know what I want anyway. Love the anger flow through you. I mean, I don't know what to do with this. Because I'm mad. I am mad at the person who left it there. On the other hand, it must be for a reason. I don't know the reason yet. If it's not black, it's not white, it's gray. So the thing is, I don't know this man. If I accept something, If I accept something from him, will that be done? Will that be over? That's it? Like if something else happens, like, oh, but I gave you this pelt, so you know. Feels like a payoff. I don't want to be paid off. It was an accident. You don't owe me anything. His shoulders heave as he breathes out a long sigh of relief. It's just, you arriving in town as you did, with that sword and everything, I didn't know what sort of woman you turned out to be. You'll find out. I take it you must be Branislav? His eyes narrow. Don't rat me out. It was Mila, wasn't it? What did she say about me? You set your traps. She said you She said you set your traps too close to the village. And of course she would tramp a mile through the woods to set her traps in the safest possible place. Perhaps she'd like to do my job whilst I rest in a nice warm inn. Wow. I don't like you. Let's stay nice. Have you seen any kind of predator out in the woods? What kind of a predator? Did he just tense up a little? Wolf? I thought I saw one when I was coming into the village. No wolf packs around here, he says a little too quickly. But a single wolf. Perhaps, or... He wets his lips nervously. I had the sense that something was prowling around. I never got a proper look at it, but by its traces it must have been huge. The way it was stalking around the village, laying in wait. It wasn't natural for a beast. And that's what you set out to trap? The villagers would have been laughed at me if I told them. Said it was just old Branislav drunk out of his mind again. I needed proof. So much for that. I'm done talking. Do we want to go east into the village, or do we want to head to the manor? The manor sounds interesting. I, by the way, need to open my window because it's getting a little bit warm here. I think I would like to go to the manor. East in the village is just back to the inn, to the gate, to the church. Let's go to the spooky manor. I don't know if it's spooky, but let's go to the manor. Painfully, you make your way up to... Oh, right. My leg was wounded. Anyway, painfully, you make your way up to the hill to the manor. Grateful for your stuff. The manor crowns the top of the hill. The manor crowns the top of the hill. Its eaves and casements are carved into intricate scrollwork and painted with red. Wow! Don't poke T-Bear! What? Thank you! Hi! Hello! Oh my goodness! A bear raid! The bear's on fire. Chat? The bears bring fire. I am nervous. Oh no! Well, thank you for the raid! Oh my goodness! Hi everyone! Welcome, Carnage chat, we're being raided! Please wrap them in blankets, feed them cookies! Put out those bears, because that is dangerous in this stream. Yeah, you have no idea. Hi, hello, welcome. What is this, Quinn? You want to say hello? hello. Oh, hold on. Did you want to say hello? Sorry, I really needed attention apparently. I'm getting all of it. Hi, buddy. This is Quinn. Hi. 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 Are you okay? Okay, buddy, I need to say hello to everyone. Yeah, because they're all new here. Hi, hello. I'm playing a story game right now. I'm having early Halloween. I know. There's a reason for this. Because I'm gonna have another operation soon. Yes, bye. So, I'm gonna miss lots of Halloween, so we're playing spooky games. And we played a bear game earlier. Yes, we actually were a bear. We played Stuffed. I'm not sure if you know it. But yeah, we're shooting with toys. It was really interesting. Yeah, if you don't know me, hi, this is Dolly. Hi, and I'm the human on the screen. Hi, hello. I play all sorts of games. Mostly it's indie games, story games, puzzle games, you name it. I have been playing Valheim a lot. I soon hope to be playing Fallout London, or the London mod. Hopefully that works now. We'll see. You're very helpful. We are very welcoming. If you want to stick around, you are absolutely welcome to do so. Yeah, overall we're pretty chill. I'm doing the panicking over here, so have you played Valheim 2? Oh my goodness. I love Valheim. Oh my goodness, I love it. Yes, we have been doing everything, including Ashlands, and we are getting ready to do the final boss. Don't tell me anything. I want to be surprised. But hi, hello, welcome. Come on in. If you have any questions, please do ask. About the game, about me. If you're curious about something, don't worry. It's all okay. Don't get too personal though. That's a given. Currently we're playing The Wolf of Derevnya, which is a sort of choose your own adventure, seeing if you can survive. I have no clue. I did play Valheim during Christmas. This was great. We had presents and everything. Yeah. I wish I could show you right now. I love building in Valheim. I made an entire fairgrounds with a merry-go-round and a maze, and we're building a spa right now with an infinity pool and a sauna. It's a thing. Yes, no, it's the end of your stream. Please, just do whatever you need to do after your stream. I'm very happy to meet new people. Hi, hello, new people. If you want to stick around, you're absolutely welcome to do so. And, I will see if I can survive this game. But thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Quinn? Okay. Huh. Bye, thank you. That is a really cool bear. I see the other emotes. Hold on. Alright, what are we doing and where are we going? Right, we're hurt and we were going to explore the village, going to this manor. The manor crowns the top of the hill. Its eaves and casements are carved into intricate scrollwork and painted with red and green flowers. A small stable hides behind the main building. Below you, the dozen Isbas of Derevnya huddle together like a flock of sheep to the south of the pond. What are Isbas? The dozen Isbas of Derevnya huddle together like a flock of sheep. What is it? Oh gosh. I am not familiar with this. What are those? Isbas? Isbas. Oh! Oh, it's... Oh my god, that's adorable! Those are adorable! Those are little houses, look! Look at that! Can you see that? Does it... Alright. Alright. Head to the pond? The pond border... Oh, could we, by the way, have the link for the game in the chat so people can look at it on Steam, for example? Thank you. The pond water is dark and flat as glass. A couple of turtles blink at you disinterestedly. Disinterestedly. That's a word. Think of it, V. Poke around in the water? Yeah. You prod the water with your stuff. Half-decomposed leaves swirl around, releasing a foul-smelling bubble. Your stuff meets something hard. You pull it out the water. It's the skull of a small predator. A wildcat, maybe. Whatever it was, it met a hard fate. The entire back of the skull is crushed. Loot? Take the skull, please. You wipe the grime of the skull on a patch of moss and slip it into your pocket. Search the area! You poke through the weeds around the pond, causing the turtles to vanish under the water. You notice a hint of a trail, not very well worn, leading up into a stony land north of the village. Perhaps no more than a deer path, but... Oh. And do we want to go to the manor? Or follow the trail? What do you want to do, chat? Remember, my leg is hurt. But... I don't know who lives at the manor. I don't know what's at the end of this trail. Nick says manor. Maybe there's mistlands up the trail. Manor it is! No, seriously, I want to know what you guys... I want to know what you guys want most. Because now it's 50-50. That's not helpful. I'm not going back to the village. That's not an option. I want to explore. Somewhere. You want to do them all? Well, this might mean people. This might mean danger. So, danger? What? Coin? Danger it is! You begin your way up the stony trail, leaning heavily on your staff. It seems to grow steeper with every step. Pain bites through your injured leg and you feel the warmth of fresh blood soaking through the bandages. Dang it! Ruefully, you admit defeat. Dang it! Head for the manor! Maybe now we can do both! The manor crowns the top of the hill. A small stable hides behind the main building. Oh, we have knock on the door. Or visit the stable. Stable or door? Door? Stable? I mean, I'm bleeding through my bandages. I might just need some assistance. Let's go to the door. The heavy oak door creaks open. A serf woman in a yellow kerchief dips into a little bow. You want to see the Lord Godemir? I will show you in. Oh god, I'm bleeding all over the floor. Oh no, that's a scar. The parlor's walls are hung with thick felt rugs in patterns of contrasting brown and white. Lord Godemir is sitting by the fire, drinking kvass. Alright, what is that? What is kvass? Kvass. Drink. Search. What? Kvass is a fermented cereal-based low-alcoholic beverage. What? Like sort of beer? Hold on, this is interesting. Kvass is a fermented cereal-based Low alcoholic beverage of cloudy appearance and sweet sour taste. So, kind of like beer. Fermented grain. Kind of like beer? Interesting. Kvass originates from northeastern Europe, where grain production was considered insufficient for beer to become a daily drink. Oh. I see. Alright. Anyway. He's a man of 50. His dark beard streaked with grey, his hat and embroidered caftan are trimmed with ermine fur. A scar sweeps across his cheek and forehead, narrowly missing his eye. You must be the Bogatyr everyone is talking about, he says. Sasha, isn't it? You nod. He waves you to a chair on the other side of the fire. You sit and lay your staff against the wall. He offers you a glass. Kvass? Yes, please. I want to try this. Yes, please. The fermented rye, flavored with raisins, is sour and cold. I need to try this. I am so curious about this. The flavor of the last vanishing days of summer. He takes a sip from his own glass. Now, what may I do for you? I'll take your leave. Bye. I don't want Branislav punished necessarily. I mean, I saw something in the woods. He set a trap because he saw something in the woods, and even though we both might be crazy, I probably would have done the same. So, wow, your house is pretty. Those are fine rugs in the walls. Not Russian, are they? Turkish, says Lord Godemir. The Polovtsi bring them to trade. That surprises you. The Polovtsi? I cannot pronounce it right now. Polovtsi? Come this far north? From time to time. More these past 2 decades. They're fine people to trade with, when we're not at war. Oh, that's a sassy question. And which brought you these? Trade or war? That is a sassy question. Let's not do that. Let's not. He's probably royalty around here. Or at least the leader of the bunch, and I don't want to make any enemies just yet. So let's go with this one. I've crossed paths with them, but it was far from here. They're fearsome fighters, especially in open country. I imagine you have, says Lord Godemir. The thunder of horseshoes rushes back into your mind, sparks flying as iron struck iron, but those memories are not his to ask for. Should I really? Why is this even an option? You know what? I'm just gonna leave. I don't want him to be punished. I don't feel like that. No, take a leave. Thank you for the boss. I will leave now. Godemir's serf escorts you to the door. The manor crowns the top of the hill. Oh, we already... Yeah, okay. So that's what we saw. Oh, we can still visit the stable. Visit the stable. The stable is a little more than a log lean-to against the back of the building, housing a couple of shaggy cart ponies. Lord Godemir's black mare is loose in the pasture beyond, peacefully cropping daisies. Examine the mare? Let's see. She's not one of the great destroyers of the Naiads, the retinue, but a sturdy small beast with feathering made for harsh winters and rocky paths. It wages these Polovski's... I cannot for the life of me. Polovsi. It is hard to pronounce without a tooth. I think it's hard to pronounce with a tooth. Anyway. I also want to know what that is. Approach the mare. You uproot a handful of wild carrots, your own horse's favorite, and approach her slowly, murmuring quiet reassurances. The mare flares her nostrils, but perhaps she senses that you are one of who that you are one who knows horses and loves them, because she accepts the herbs and allows you to stroke her neck. Oh, I made a friend! Alright. We knocked on the door. We visited the stable. I think it's weird to knock at the door again. I mean, I can try. We could also head back to the village. Or head back to the pond. I don't know if you get more variables or more dialogue. Knock on the door. Ah. The knock echoes hollowly. No one responds. Lord Godemir is probably at dinner. Alright. I guess I'll head back to the village. Head east into the village. Should we go check out the church? Should we? I mean, I'm not sure if the person we are is religious at all. But we're new here and it might just give us credit or insight. Credit with the people. Oh, look, she's visiting the church. She must be a good person. Or, you know, we get to see cool stuff. Enter the church! Ooh, that is cool stuff. The nave of the church is rich with the sense of incense. The walls are rough planks, but the iconostasis is gilt and covered in lovingly rendered portraits of the saints. A priest sits on a bench by the door, poring over a slim codex with a cracked black leather cover. A curly grey beard falls down his chest, and he has a kindly face with crinkles around the corner of his eyes. His cassock is well worn, but tidy. He steps forward and stops you at the door with a raised hand. No weapons in the house of God, please. Dang it! Leave the church. Weapons. Darn it! I forgot I had my sword with me. Oh, I haven't been here yet. Head east to the village entrance. I probably have to talk to Broda. Yeah. Here the path meanders its way out of the village and into the trees, which crowd it with their shaggy branches. On the north side, the land slopes down towards the weed-choked pond. To the south, the oaks and beeches melt to a stand of birch trees, which gives you way to the meadow. Go to the birch grove or head for the meadow? We already been to the pond. Oh, hi, Elming. I don't know what they're doing to you. Little Darkshine flipped you? Zazzle flipped you back? I don't know. You must be dizzy right now. Birch grove? Hi, Quinn. What is it, buddy? Do you need more hugs? Meow? Is that a yes? Is that meow yes? Oh, that's a meow no. I don't believe you though. Birch grove. The birch trees stand straight and thin, like an army of spears. Their bone-white bark peels off in paperly sheets that litter the ground. There's a little boy here. Hi, hello. There's a little boy here. Well, you're not that little. What is it? Big boy. Okay. How's Quinn's lip? I didn't see anything weird. It was a little bit swollen, but he can eat. He can wash himself. Look at me. Let me go. Let me look again. Can I look? Yeah, I don't know what that is, but he might be stung by something. It doesn't seem to bother him that much, but... Hey, I'm just looking. I'm not doing anything, I'm just looking. Hey. Petals? Alright, let's see. Don't do the mean sound. Hey, come on. Alright. Yes, well. Hey. Coffee. Yes, well. What do you want then? What do you want? Hey, it's all right. I want to tell a story. All right. Don't want me to set you on the floor? You want candies, don't you? Yes. This is what you want. This is what you want. Ah, we solved the mystery. Go get him. Woo! Alright. Anyway. What did he want? Candies, of course. Alright, let's see. There's a little boy there, armed with a stick, and engaged in heated battle. Oh my goodness. The birch bark strips go scattering like a flock of doves beneath his blows. Talk to the boy. Twin candy, you don't have to redeem that. He got candy. I'll give him extra candy tomorrow if he goes to vet. If he can make it. We'll see. The boy lowers his stick and squints up at you. Hello there. What's your name? On Finn, says the boy. He's all elbows and knees with a snub nose and two permanent teeth kitty. A kitty corner in the front of his mouth. I'm a bogateer. I'm winning a great battle. He whacks at another piece of birch bark. You know, a sword would be better. The steel rings like a bird's cry as you pull your sword from your scabbard. It never makes that sound, by the way. Unless your scabbard is metal. Anyway. The blade has lost its edge and is speckled with rust, but still sound. The intricate liquid patterns seem to dance in the glade's dappled light. You have not drawn this sword in over a year. Onfim's eyes grow the size of wagon wheels. You're a bogateer! A real one! I was. But a girl can't be a bogateer. Wow! Wow! I don't want to be sassy to this child, but boy do I want to say this. I've heard that from many men just before they died. Gasp, a woman! Blech. Who told you that? Everyone! Books! The lady? And you trust the storyteller or the real bogateer in front of you? They only sing of great deeds. I did them. And you went on adventures? You killed things with your big sword? I did. What kind of things did you kill? Monsters. When something threatened the land, the Nias would send us out to hunt them. Truly? You slew monsters? Onfim bounces on his heels, just like in the Bellini. You lay a hand on Onfim's shoulder and look at him earnestly. Onfim, you say, life as a bogateer was not like the Bellini that the poets sing. Sure it was, he says. You went around on adventures and fought things. Well, yes, but it wasn't a heroic one. If anything, I was the companion. There was something disarming about Onfin. Maybe it's simply the feeling that he'll forget it all in the instant that he turns around. Regardless, you found yourself able to form this. You find yourself able to form the sword that earlier stalled on your lips. I used to travel with. Oh my god! Which one? Hey, Ariel! My grandfather, my younger sister, or my first love? Oh man! Oh, come on! Oh gosh, but who? My sister? I feel like I want to say my sister. Don't make me say my first love. No, I want to be two battle ladies. Grandfather, really? All right. All right. Chat has spoken. Grandfather it is. My grandfather. To you, your grandfather was gnarled hands and coarse ash-colored beard, the smell of horse and leather. He was a warrior, one of the great bogatirs of the lost age, but he was so humble that you'd never realize just by talking to him. He taught me to sing a sword, to identify plants, everything I know. The memories flood in unbidden. We were inseparable. We rode side by side on two great war horses, fought back to back on Lake of Ice, saved each other's lives I don't know how many times. I thought that, as long as we were together, nothing could stop us. So it was like a ballerina, says Omfin triumphantly. You sense you're not going to prevail in this argument. I'm done talking to you, child. You pictured Uncle Iroh? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I see that now. Omfin is here still engaged in mock battle. Examine the birch bark. What you initially took for scars in the bark turned out, upon a closer examination, to be spidery letters graven in the leaves. What? Careless writings discarded without a thought. Hey, Onfim, do you know what this is? Onfim lowers his stick and squints up at you. Oh, he probably doesn't know. Head for the meadow? Sheep! A meadow. A stubborn reed doubt against the encroaching trees. The wind ruffles the grass. A flock of lop-eared mottled sheep graze placidly. The woman from the well is here. A shepherdess, apparently, sitting on a rock with a crook over her arm. Sure, I'll talk to her. Oh, her! She was a little bit odd, wasn't she? The shepherdess is pale and freckly. Her long braids fastened in two loops behind her ears. Her pale eyes never seem to be looking at anything in particular. She cocks her head. She stirs of wind on branches. A stranger approaches. What do you seek, Rockfall? Rockfall? Why do you call me that? Why call a thing what it is? They called me Zizdana, taste of a salamander crawling on a rock. Did they ask me? What would you call yourself? A word for a person is catching a river in your hands, she says. She nods at the sheep. They know. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's just whoosh. I wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you for helping me yesterday. Words with no sound, no smell, says Danya. What are they really? Just thoughts, lost in the air. Are you okay? Seriously, sweetie, are you okay? Because if you're not okay, just tell me. I can. So, do you know the man by the well? Rhoda? No. Says Dana doesn't know anything. So says Broda. Him least. But if you're asking, would you find us under the same roof? That's so. He is your... you don't seem very fond of him. Makes no matter. What life tastes, says Dana once. No one asks that. I'm asking. She gazes up to the clouds, spangling the sky, blurring where the sheep-covered fields end. Me? I want to lick the night air and smell the sun warmth, lie in the grass, and hear the trees' heartbeats. I don't follow. I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm just out of practice this conversation, but I haven't understood anything you've said. She gives the sky behind you a weary look. Skin folk, always the chirp of empty fizz between their teeth. Never a moment to taste the silence. But says Dana, between her teeth is the sound of hard stone and warm fur, sharp grass and bitter bark, solid things, and still you say you can't taste them. You don't find this very elucidating. Elucidating? I don't know what that word is. So, have you seen some kind of beast out there? Sheep? You relate to her about the skull in the pond. Seem? Says Dana doesn't see what's right in front of her face, says Dana. She clasps the lamp face between her hands and presses her forehead against his nose. But they smelled the crunch of claws on earth, heard shaggy fur in the night. They told me. The sheep told you? Not worth telling, says Dana. She strokes the lamb's nose and releases it. They hear and feel like I do. What kind of beast? Was it a wolf? Says Dana considered. A wolf tastes of craggy pine and hot blood. This was soot of a winter fire. Okay. I'm done talking now. I'm going to leave. Yep. I don't know if I want to stay in this village. Head west into the village. We've been everywhere now. Enter the inn. You re-enter the inn's dim closeness. Calm as asleep in the still warm stove. Ah, kitty. There's no sign of Mila. Leave your sword. You leave the sword, resting against the door frame, though you feel weak and helpless without it. Pet, come! Pet the cat! It's a trap! Pet, come 20 times in one playthrough! Yes! I knew it was an achievement!
We did it! We did it together!
Leave the inn? Oh, apparently we're leaving again? Oh, you know what? I could go to the church without my sword. Enter the church. The nave of the church is rich with the scent of incense. The priest has returned to his book. Look around. Your eyes wander over the saints of the iconostasis, their delicate brush strokes and cracked yellow varnish. They regard you beautifully through their large brown eyes. Oh, I don't know what this does to me. What does this do to me? The gaze convicts you. The gaze enrages you. Their gaze alienates you. Alienates, I would say? I mean, when was the last time I was in a church as this person that I am? I feel like I've been hiding in the woods for ages. This would not be my home. Alienates. Their gaze alienates you. They were men and women once, creatures of breath and blood, with lives and sins and failures, even as you. But looking at the icons, you cannot see it. There's nothing here but wood and paint. No one to intercede for you. No one to know your struggles or hear your prayers. Talk to the priest. Oh, he seems nice. When he sees you, he brightens and closes his book. Ah! You're back. My name is Father Cyril. What can I do for you? Well, what does the good book have to say today? Oh, this! He looks down at the book clasped in his hand. It's not the good book, but the tale of Igor's campaign. A poem about Igor... that tale about Igor the Brave and his great defeat of the river Kayala. Kayala? Quite fascinating. Do you read? I never learned. Ah, then I shall teach you. I actually like that. Although I'm not sure. You know what? I'd like that. Sure. His face brightens. Then we shall begin tomorrow. Join me in Onfim, here, after the divine liturgy. Quite a sweet child. He's ashamed that the villagers don't treat him better. These old superstitions, so hard to uproot. Wait, what? What? What is that about? What? Quite a sweet child. It's a shame that the villagers don't treat him better. These old superstitions, so hard to uproot? What? What is wrong with this child? I don't want Holy Communion. I do not want to confess my sins. I'd like to stay here for a while if you don't mind. Yes. Of course! Everyone is welcome in the house of God, says Father Cyril. I'll give you a few minutes by yourself. He takes his book and goes behind the iconostasis. You're alone with God. Oh, God! Just stand in silence? I mean, what am I gonna pray about? I don't know, just stand in silence. Just reverence. Reverence is fine. You abandon the attempt to feel near to God and just stand here bathed in the light of the candles. And I'm leaving. I have to talk to Broda. Fine. He sets down his axe and pushes his hair out of his face. He's lanky and handsome in a stony way. Flinty eyes, aquiline nose, sharp chin. So, you didn't die after all, he says. Sorry to disappoint? That's too sassy. No, I didn't die, and it's thanks to you. He did help after all. He did help. Reluctantly, but he did help. He snorts. Ah, don't thank me. This Donna has the bleeding heart. What business of mine is it whether you live or die? Wow. Why am I nice to this person? Wow. Does Donna has that woman who was with you, you ask? He nods curtly. Oh, that was... Oh, I want to know this. Have I done something to anger you? There. I am pretty upfront. Yeah. Just out with it. Have I done something to anger you? Nothing you do could matter to me one way or the other. He brings the axe down again. So, how did you end up married to someone like Donna? Did you talk to her? He snorts. Don't listen to a word she says. She's touched. Everyone knows it. We thought marriage might steady her a bit. No such luck. Oh my god. Oh. You must be a lucky man. You must be a patient man. I will not say the last thing. I will say this sarcastically. You must be a patient man. What? Wow. Although we have spoken to her, and there probably is. You must be so lucky. You must be a lucky man. She seems a very special young woman. She sees things that others don't. Special is one way to put it, he mutters. What? Oh! This conversation is getting you nowhere. Goodbye. Oh, Uriel, you can ask at any time. It's alright. We stumbled, we also don't know what's going on. Really, honestly. We are a woman that stepped into a trap, and we stumbled into this village in search for help. We got some medical attention in an inn, and we're now in Derevnya. This village. We've spoken to a couple of people. Something is a little bit off, and there seems to be a beast wandering around this village, but we have no clue what that beast is. If it's dangerous, I mean, probably. And what's with these people? We have no clue. Rhoda is still splitting locks. He ignores you. The sky is streaked with broad, bloody strokes of crimson and violet. It's probably time for you to head back to the inn. Okay. Mila is back. She's washing her face in a wooden basin. Her kerchief is off, her hair in a loose short braid over one shoulder. Not much in our village to interest you, I imagine, she says. Well, it's quiet. I like that. Seen enough excitement for one lifetime, have you? Holy shit, that scared me. Before you can reply, the door creaks and lets in a sudden burst of crimson sunset. Zdana stands bent over in the doorway, clutching her side with one hand. Out there, she gasps. Smelled the scream in the air, rabbit in the snare. I swallowed darts from the clefts on the rocks, felt the slice of teeth with my own eyes. Mila ushers her to a bench and places one arm around her. Zdana, slow down, please, just speak plainly. Black of red paper, heartbeat of a dying tree, Zdana says. She is babbling. Mila looks at you helplessly. I think she's, is she hurt? Something got the sheep? The village is under attack? I don't know. She's clutching her side with one hand. She could have been running. Out there, smelled the scream on the air, rabbit in the snare, as well as dart from the cliff and the rocks. Like a red paper, hoping of a dying tree. Chat, I need your help! Yeah, you think she's hurt? She could have also been running and has a pain in her side. I don't know. God. I think she's saying she's hurt. Zdana shakes her head. Just, where did it happen? Whatever it was, asks Mila. Zdana points vaguely toward the end of town. Where the trees, it the Isbas. I'll fetch Lord Godemir, says Mila, already halfway at the door. Meet us there! Grab your sword first. Yeah, that's happening. You buckle the belt around your waist, reassured that you're prepared to face whatever is out there. Try to talk to Zdana? Should we try talking to her or just leave? I mean, I can try. Zdana lolls on the bench, rocking back and forth. Her eyes are out of focus. Swallow darts from the cleft, she repeats. Swallow darts across the sky. Will you be alright here, you ask? But she only keeps repeating those words. Hey, Snook! You're still stressed and you need some cozy dolly time? Oh, not sure this is gonna be cozy, but we'll see what we can do. Live in! You set out as fast as you can with your bad leg, but by the time you reach the end of the town, all the villagers are there, gathered around a form of lying, half concealed by a corpse of trees. A couple of lanterns make firefly bright spots in the dusk. The murmur of low, anxious voices cuts through the group. Push through. I want to see what this is. Push through the group. You shoulder your way to the front of the group. Red. So much red that it overwhelms your vision, and it's a long moment before you can piece together the rest of the scene. Oh god, it's Broda! Broda lies with his neck twisted back at an unnatural angle, his axe clutched in one stiff hand. His body is torn open in so many places that it seems to be more wounds than flesh. All eyes shift onto you with your great sword, the stranger in their midst whose past is soaked in blood. Lord Godemir lays a heavy gloved hand on your shoulder. I believe you and I need to talk. I've done nothing wrong. I just got here. What? In the woods beyond, at the edge of your vision, you think you see something stir. Chapter 2. An unclean force. Oh my god. Chat, how is this so far? Are you enjoying this? I'm asking you. Are you enjoying this? I don't know how many chapters there are. I could look it up. This is, however, a lot of talking for me. Wolf of Derevnya. Chapters. How many are there? How many are there? How many chapters? 5. Alright. No, wait, that's The Wolf Among Us. That's something else. I don't know. Hi, Clay. 7 chapters. Alright. Well, we have a ways to go. I could go a little bit longer, but this is a lot of talking for me. But okay. Sure. Rabbits. You stand by there, pinned by the village's eyes. The torn body lies at your feet. You'd never warm welcome has turned to ice. You fumble for something to say. Should I say something? Oh no, I'm not overstraining my voice. It's just stupid to talk, that's all. It's alright. I'm okay. I'm enjoying this. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. I'm just technically using this to see how talking goes and how voices go, so maybe I can do Cat Quest 3. I want to be a smartass, really, and say those wounds were made by the sword. Or, you know, just want to be smart and shut up. What would you do? I mean, this also sounds like an excuse. I mean, technically, I would say the village already has made up their mind. Jimmy would defend himself, okay. I feel like I would say at least something. But not, I had no reason to kill Broda. Or, I've been in the village all day, because I haven't. We're not gonna murder everyone, Uriel. Maybe later, you don't know, it has 7 chapters. I might turn into a werewolf. You don't know. Let's say this. Those wounds weren't made by a sword. Yeah, this, I can't say that. That would be lying. Because I'm pretty sure I've been outside the village. Those wounds weren't made by a sword. Look at him. He's been torn apart by teeth. Claws, perhaps. How could a woman make wounds like that? And why would I... Well, claws, I mean... Anyway. How could a woman make wounds like that? And why would I when I have a perfectly good weapon? Lord Godemir frowns, but considers your words. Alright, you have a point. Yes. He says. Someone killed Broda, though. Someone or something. Why would anyone kill Broda? Asked Onfin. Coral, 2 dozen fleshfolk. He'll grab a score of buzzards. Happy to hear that corpse lose its breath, says Dana. Whoa. Mila cuffs her lightly on the arm. Says, Dana, what a thing to say. That was no man. It was an unclean force, says Branislav. Oh, not this again, says Baldacero. Honestly, Branislav, how can you believe in this pagan superstitions? I can't. There's no such thing. Oh, please. Branislav sets his jaw. I know what I saw. Ever meant to trust what you saw? Says Baldacero with a laugh. How many copies of me do you see right now? 2 or 3? This town has issues. Anyway, a man is dead, says Lord Godemir, raising his voice. Brutally dead. We need to know what happened. I'll find out. I have nothing else to do but heal, so, you know, I'll do it. I'll find out. You aren't sure whether it's concern for the villagers or merely desire to clear your name that makes you speak. By rights, you should have nothing to do with this. But Onfin is looking up to you, this homely face so guileless and open. To him, you're the bogatir of legend, come to save them. He should know better. Examine the body. You're crouched beside Broda's corpse. His hands and feet are cold, but warmth still clings to his core. Broda's face is frozen into a permanent scream, his eyes rolled back into his head. Big strips are torn out of his neck and belly, laying bare the white slashes of ribs and the ripped purple tube of his throat. Wow. You've seen more of the dead than you can count, but wounds like this. Ooh. You've never seen anything like this? You've only once seen something like this? Or have you hidden any memories like this from yourself? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, I can't say I've never seen anything like this. Can't say that. Because clearly I recognized that it was Klaus. It's either 2 or 3. And I want answers, so 2? You only once seen something like this. The poisonous vapors rising from the lake, the bodies strewn about, rent this way and that, like shoes worried by a dog, and that figure looming out of the mist, taller and taller. You feel your muscles beginning to lock up, your veins going cold as they did on that day. No, you suppress the memory. It can't happen again. A beast did this. A monster did this? Oh, that's the distinction, isn't it? I could also say nothing. I think if I say a beast did this, then the trapper will talk. If I say a monster did this, I think the child will talk. And if I say I can't imagine what could have done this, that would make me sound like, you know, I'm not the person to solve this. It's either beast or monster. I mean, I could say nothing, but I could be the mysterious stranger. Hey, Purr. Hello. Wow, Purr. Yes, I think so. I think so. Wait, is that a story of some sort? Do you recognize that? Because I do not. I'm not that familiar with, I am... Is it seriously a thing? I'm really curious. Alright, Chad, beast or monster? I think if I say monster, I will impress the kid. But if I say a beast, then people might want to hunt it. More traps. Beanstalk, you're not helping her, Yell. Beast sounds scary. I think I would also go for beast for now. I mean, I want to say monster, but I will only impress the kid. And I don't... I mean... A monster is so unclear. A beast? The villagers would probably have an image by that. And a monster is just... I mean... It's so vague. I'll go with beast. A beast did this. A wolf, a bear perhaps? I've seen beast attack, said Branislav. He pulls down his sleeve and shows an angry red scar slashing his arm. I got this from a trapped black bear, but they don't kill like this. Dang it. It must have been desperate? Rabid, maybe? You feel the weakness of your words even as you utter them. Damn it! The villagers cast doubtful looks at each other. They have little faith in this stranger from the woods. Darn it, we made a mistake! Go back! No! One of the earlier records we have of regular people doing their thing, not just the great rules. Oh! I didn't know that, Per. Thank you. That is interesting. Time machine? Nope, I'm sticking with it. I mean, they're not gonna... They don't trust me anyway. I don't think it mattered. If I say a monster, it's like, ooh, a monster? Really? What have you been drinking? I don't think it matters right now. Search the woods! To the woods! You step around Broda's body and push through the trees. Your sword brushes your leg as if to reassure you. It's dark as a grave out here, save for a few patches where the lantern's light slices through the branches. Beasts rustle in the underbrush. In the branches above you, an owl silently startles. Do you hear anything larger? Anything out of place? You're not sure. Should I press on or turn back? I am wounded. And it's dark. I mean, I would love to see more. Maybe I find something. It could also be really, really dangerous and I could die. Press on? Just a little further. Just maybe I stumble upon something. Another trap, perhaps. You can post a link, but please describe the link. So it's like, this is a link about something, something, something. And then the link. Or whatever. This is something like that. If you just post a link, the mods will get you. There you go. You lean heavily on your staff, your lacerated leg aching as your foot catches against unseen rocks and snags. Silence falls as the night beasts reach their hiding places. You strain your eyes against the night, but see only dark branches. Dang it! Excuse me. You retreat to light and safety. Return to the inn. You walk back to the inn, trying to suppress the feeling that you are fleeing. Mila puts on the kettle and feeds some dry branches into the hearth. The clean smell of pine fills the inn. Oh. I want that. Anyway, she's calm. Each movement absolutely tranquil. How? She knows something, doesn't she? How can you be so calm right now? Wearing a hole in the floor won't help Rhoda in any way, says Mila. She is so sensible that it's infuriating. Sit down. You sink onto one of the benches, but you can't stop yourself from fidgeting. It's still out there, you say. What if it's in the village right now? Mila squeezes your shoulder. If it's still out there, there's nothing to be done until dawn. Now, let me have a look at that leg. Fine. Let her examine it. You warily concede to the sense in her words. She undoes the bandages with deft fingers. The wound is swollen and angry. The stitches pulling loose from her flesh. Blood saturates the bandages. Yeah, well, I shouldn't have gone walking then, should I? Oh, thanks, little dark son. I was about to ask. That is great. That is great. Thank you. Oh, that is indeed birch bark. That is so cool. Thank you. Thank you. I'd love seeing that. Mila's brows lower and she gives you a stern glare. You've been doing something strenuous, haven't you? No. Alright, a bit. I respect your honesty, but you must rest if you ever want to heal. Look at this mess. Mila bathes the wound with warm water. Her rag is soon stained a lurid red. She prepares a poultice made with some sort of thick paste of dried herb and binds it around your leg. You jerk back reflectively as if something bit you, because whatever is in that poultice stings like a nest of fire ants. Grit your teeth and bear it like a bogatir. You've been through worse, and you don't want to show pain in front of Mila. It makes you feel foolish somehow. She laughs. If you could see the face you're making. So much for stoicism. She takes a wooden cup and bustles about, cutting a bit of this herb and a few of that leaf down from bundles on the ceiling to make a tincture. She pours hot water over the herbs and pushes the cup into your hands. The rising steam bears a damp, woody, slightly peppery smell. You wrinkle your nose. Drink it! Trust the witch! I mean, lady! You take an experimental sip. The taste is bitter, mildewy, like the moldering leaves on the forest floor. Your stomach revolts. What did you put in this witch's brew? Birch leaf, mostly, cornflower, and an herb by mother called waybread. They'll ward off fever and keep the wound from festering. You know much about the secrets of herbs, you say? Mila nods. Who taught you? My mother taught me plant names on her knee, but I've also learned much from Father Cyril's Leech books. Plants are a world of all their own. Drink the rest. You choke down the rest of the concoction, trying to pour it directly down your throat without hitting your tongue. You know, it's not sweetmeats and honey, says Mila. Sometimes the most wholesome things are the bitterest. Chat, I might be bitter. I know it. Dang it! Damn it, game. Fine. She serves up 2 more bowls of hot stew and pours you some mead to wash the taste of the tincture from your tongue. Thank you! Ugh. I should sip. Why haven't you ever married? That is not a question I'm gonna ask. This almost makes... Sure, I'll say that. Let's make a joke. This almost makes up for that tincture. You lean heavily on the almost. I've heard, says Mila, that there are places in the world where they drink leaves boiled in the water by choice because they prefer it. Sounds like an old wives' tale, you say. She's talking about tea! I like tea! You turn in for the night, reluctantly acknowledging your fatigue. Your dreams are fitful, stalked by beasts and specters whose form you cannot quite make out. Dawn comes, wan and feeble through the cracks in the inn's shutters. Calm is gone, off stalking rats or birds. Mila is pinning up her braid into a knot. Are you joining us for the divine liturgy? She asked. Father Cyril will be glad to see you there. Ugh, George. Should we go to church? I mean, actually, I would. I'm thinking. I'm thinking as a detective now, right? I should check out the people. I should check out the town. I should check out how they are now. I should do that. Sure. I mean, I also want to say I don't believe it would be welcome. But they didn't shoo me out of the village, so... I would be glad to come. I've been hoping to receive the host. A soft smile flits across her mouth. She says, "We'd best go or we'll be late." "Hi, Tom." The villagers are streaming through the great wooden doors of the church. They are no great number, perhaps 24 smurds in well-worn kaftans or faded headscarves. Yet you feel lost in the throng. Every shoulder that jostles you and sleeves that brush against you make you flinch. You stick close to Mila. Inside, incense rises from the censers like the breath of a firebird. By candlelight, the saints' faces flicker, seeming now mournful, now wrathful. The church is crowded, yet Onfim stands alone in a little bubble of empty space, as though no one wants to get close to him. Why? Father Cyril comes out from behind the iconostasis in his gilded vestments. His face brightens when he spies you among the villagers. Oh, yay! It has been many years since you've celebrated liturgy. You aren't sure if you remember the words. Try following along. Oh, I could... Oh, that... Oh, here's the thing. If you give me an option like this, try following along or slip out of church. If I slip out of the church, I might see something really interesting. But they will hate me for it. If I try following along, I might miss that interesting thing. Could also be nothing. I'll go along with it for now. Try follow along. As Father Cyril raises his rich bass voice in the words of the liturgy, it returns to you, familiar as a long-lost friend. Your lips form the words, almost without meaning to. "Through the intercessions of the Theotokos Savior, save us!" As the liturgy moves through its sing-song chants, rising and falling, the guilt in the back of your mind quells just slightly. Perhaps there is a place for you among humanity after all. The time comes for Holy Communion. Father Cyril divides the bread and brings forth the chalice, gilt and engraved with symbols of the faith. "O Maker, burn me not as I partake, for you are fire consuming the unworthy," prays Father Cyril. The others line up to receive the host. You hesitate. "Take that cookie! Do not take that cookie!" I mean, I'm here. I might as well do the whole thing. Unless I burst into flames, but I have no proof of that, so take communion, I guess. Take that cookie. You eat your turn quietly, furtively. Father Cyril places a spoonful of wine-soaked bread into your mouth and speaks the words over you. "The servant of God, Sasha, partakes of the body and blood of Christ for the remission of sins and life eternal." Yay! You almost forgotten the sweet, bitter taste of wine. I feel cleansed? I don't think so. I feel convicted? I don't think so. I feel nothing. I feel nothing. I mean, this is... I feel nothing. Maybe a little bit cleansed? But of what? I feel drunk? Yes. I feel nothing. I just want to know what this does. You feel nothing. Just as when you prayed, there's no presence, no voice, only emptiness. The bread is nothing but bread. The liturgy comes to an end. The villagers pour out of the church into the center of town, chattering to each other, their minds already on the day's work. A light rain begins to splash on the ground. You can hear voices and the clang of a shovel from behind the church. Oh. No presents, only Zool. Head around the back of the church. They're burying him, aren't they? Behind the church there lies a small glen hemmed in by the encroaching mountains. Graves scatter the glen, piled with stones so the wolves will not disturb the inhabitants' rest. Radislav is standing in a fresh grave with a wooden shovel, hefting out worm-teeming clods of black earth. Lord Godemir stands nearby. Examine the graves. Some of the cairns are new, some old, many of them small. The moss fuzzy markers bear carved names. Under the trees is a cluster of graves all in a row. The moss has only just begun to spread over them. Only a dozen or so, but to this village it must have been a devastation. Talk to Branislav and Lord Godemir. I don't see sense of it. Rain's gonna wash you half away before Broad is ready for it, grumbles Branislav as he digs. Should have waited until after the laying out. You don't see the sense of it, says Lord Godemir. You just need to dig. What are those graves over there? You point to the row of graves under the trees. Was there a plague? A failed harvest? Branislav snorted. A bountiful harvest that year. Harvest of souls. It was a battle, says Lord Godemir. A great army of Polotsi raiders came through here, laying waste to everything. We fought them off, but the losses were great. With one hand, he traces the jagged, dark scar over his eye. Didn't have a heroic bogatyr with us, did we? Said Branislav. His shovel strikes a stone and he curses. No, but our men fought with honor and we laid them to rest here. Oh, that's nice. I guess, says Lord Godemir. Well, not the... I'm really nice. I laid them to rest here. Sorry. The Polovtsi dead we burned where they lay. Oh, I thought you... Okay, never mind. Misunderstanding. I wanted to ask about Broda's death. That's what you've got? Said Branislav. Questions? Our friend is not even laid to rest and you want to put us under interrogation? Branislav, that's enough, snaps Lord Godemir. What did you want to know? Well... who in the village might want Broda dead? Zdana had reasons enough, said Branislav. Stop running your mouth, says Lord Godemir. Yes, Zdana wasn't always happy, but she would never lay her hands on anyone. Well, we don't really know that now, do we? Did you see anything suspicious yesterday? Yes, says Branislav. A wild, filthy woman wandering around asking questions. Wow. Wow. Wow, sir. Wow. I was in need of help. I didn't need to come here. I just... Go drink something somewhere. Shoo. In a flash, Lord Godemir's face changes. A bestial fury lights his eyes. He lunges towards Branislav, wrests the shovel from his hands, and strikes him across the temple with it. Quite enough of you, you drunken son of a dog, he shouts. Branislav scrambles out of the grave covered in mud and backs away. Lord Godemir sets down the shovel and rubs his temples. He turns to you. I'm sorry, he says in his usual voice. You shouldn't have had seen that. He walks off after Branislav. Whoa! Head back to the village. You're in the center of town. And this is where I have to leave you guys. Because my mouth is getting super dry. And this is starting to hurt. I know. But this is a lot of talking for me. I really, really like this. So, whenever we have more time... I will continue this. I really like this. Save it. It's saved, right? Absolutely. Okay. Are you sure you want to quit? You will lose any unsaved progress. But I saved, right? Alright. I know, it surprised me with the demo. It really did. Because we played the demo, I think it was just the first chapter. And I really liked it, but is it really a streaming game? Because there's not much to look at. There's a lot to listen to. So basically, if I do that, I feel like I'm doing a podcast, which is also fine. But yeah. But I enjoy it. And I will make time to, yeah, I will make time to hopefully finish it.